William Alley was an Anglican prelate who was the Bishop of Exeter during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. Alley is known to the literary world by his poor man's Librarie, printed in folio by John Day, London, 1565. All lectures upon the first Epistle of St. Peter, read publicly in the Cathedral Church of St. Paule, within the City of London, in 1560. Here are adioyned at the ende of euery's special treatise, certain fruitful annotations called miscellanea, because they do entreat of diverse and sundry matters. Life. William Alley was a native of Wickham, Bucks. He was educated at Eton College and finished his studies at the universities of Cambridge and Oxford. While a prebendary of St. Paul's Cathedral, London, he was fixed on by Queen Elizabeth to succeed the deprived James Turberville. On the 27th of April 1560, she issued her congé d'élire to the Dean and Chapter. It was delivered to the President, Chancellor Leveson, on the 5th of May, in the absence of the newly elected Dean, Gregory Dodds. The election took place on the 20th of May and his consecration to the episcopate was held on the 14th of July that year. The revenues of the see and of his chapter had of late been lamentably reduced. Fortunately, the rectory of Honiton was given to the bishop towards the better maintenance of his rank and in its parochial church, and even in the rectory house, he held several ordinations in rectoria in domo domini episcopi apud Honiton, as we learn from his registers. Owing to the impoverished state of the finances of his dean and chapter, with the unanimous consent of its members, and under the royal authority, he diminished the number of the canons of the cathedral from 24 to 9. His statute for this purpose is dated the 22nd of February 1561. Attempts were made at subsequent periods to set aside this ordinance, which conferred the power and emoluments on the favoured 9, to the exclusion of the other 15. It proved useless, however, to combat a practice which had been legalized by time and authority. Richard Hooker, who knew the bishop well, commends his affability of manners, regularity of life, and singular learning. He added that, later, however, in his history, in describing the mayor, Robert Midwinter, Hooker says that, after governing the diocese for about 9.5 years, he died, according to his epitaph, on the 15th of April 1570, aged 60, and was buried in the choir of his cathedral.